stone archways, carved lions guarding empty doorways, streets that haven't felt footsteps in over 60 years. Nobody destroyed this city. Nobody abandoned it to decay. It was put here on purpose, underwater, and left exactly as it was. This is Atlasora, step beyond the map. The city is called Shi Cheng, Lion City, built during the Eastern Han Dynasty, nearly 1,300 years ago, in what's now Zhejiang Province, China. By the 1950s, it was still a functioning town, home to thousands of people, with temples, archways, and stone tablets lining its streets. Then, in 1959, the Chinese government made a decision to build a new hydroelectric dam and power station. An entire valley needed to be flooded, including the town of Shi Cheng. Residents were relocated, and rather than demolish the city first, engineers simply let the water rise over it. Within months, an entire town, buildings, gates, carvings, streets, vanished beneath what's now called Qiandao Lake, the Lake of 1,000 Islands. For over 40 years, Shi Cheng sat forgotten at the bottom of the lake. Most people living nearby had no idea it was even still there. Then, in 2001, a Chinese diving expedition went looking and found the city almost perfectly intact. Because the lake water sheltered it from wind, rain, and sunlight exposure, decades of natural erosion simply never happened. Wooden beams had decayed, but the stonework, the archways, the carved lions, the intricately detailed gates, looked almost exactly as they had the day the water rose. Divers found 5 separate city gates, each decorated with carvings of lions, dragons, and phoenixes. Stone tablets with inscriptions still legible. Entire streets you can still swim directly through, passing between buildings the way residents once walked between them on foot. In a strange way, flooding this city may have preserved it better than if it had simply been left to stand in the open air for 60 years, which leaves an odd kind of question. Normally, when we lose a place to history, it's because of destruction, war, disaster, abandonment, decay. Shi Cheng was lost because of protection, purpose, and progress, a city preserved by drowning it. Today, only a small number of specialized diving expeditions are permitted to explore the site, partly to protect what's left, and partly because the depth and murky visibility make it genuinely difficult to access. For almost everyone, this remains a city you'll only ever see in photographs, a version of itself frozen at the exact moment the water first closed over it. A civilization hidden not by time, but by choice. Not lost, just underwater. Some places the map just runs out. If you want to keep going past the edge of it, subscribe and I'll see you at the next ruin. This has been Atlasora.